What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to another video where today, for the first time ever, we are actually going to be talking about the PlayStation 5. And I'm going to be giving you guys some very important information that I think everyone needs to know going forward into the next generation of consoles. Regardless if you're thinking about purchasing a PlayStation 5 or maybe you've been lucky enough to secure a pre-order, there's a few things that I want you guys to be mindful and aware of as launch day approaches this coming November. And I'll admit some of this is my own speculation, but for your benefit, I wanted to make this video to help raise some awareness and hopefully help some of you who are watching. So let's begin. Pre-orders. If you or someone you know has recently pre-ordered a PlayStation 5, then there is a pretty good chance that you received an email saying that your pre-order could possibly be delayed. And while yes, I think there will inevitably be a lot of people who probably will not get their pre-order on release day, it doesn't necessarily mean that yours will be one of them. And I'm almost certain that most of these retailers are just sending out these notices as more of a CYA than an actual confirmed delay. And I see lots of people talking about this. It's an extremely hot topic, and some sources are speculating that delays could last out until January of 2021. And if you really want my take on this, I honestly think that some of these second wave and restock pre-orders will probably be the ones that likely see any kind of delay. But honestly, unless the retailer you purchased from was allowing more pre-orders than units they were allocated, then I think you're pretty safe. I can't really see a reason why you would see any kind of major delay. If you're someone who ordered online, I'd recommend keeping an eye on your order history and tracking number just to make sure that you don't get any surprise cancellations. Also, if you haven't already, please make arrangements to take delivery of your system if it's being shipped to your home address, because the box is huge, so it's basically just going to get left at your doorstep. And if you can't tell where I'm going with this one, just know times are tough, lots of people need money, and package theft always goes up during the holiday season. So be prepared and protect your investment. But if you're planning on attending a midnight release at a local retailer for store pickup, then I'd honestly recommend contacting them beforehand to see how they plan on handling that kind of event during the you-know-what. Because depending on where you live, it's very possible that large crowds could be completely off limits. And for liability reasons, some retailers may be reluctant to even hold a midnight release at all. So I recommend that you find out this kind of information beforehand just so you know what to expect and how to prepare yourself. Moving along, let's talk about the eBay scalpers. These are the people that are supposedly buying out all the pre-orders and then selling them online for 3 times the price. All I'm going to say is that if you are going to buy one of these systems, please make sure that you are buying from a reputable seller. It is extremely easy to get scammed, and once this happens, it can be very difficult to get your money back. So please do your research on the seller first. I always recommend looking at their seller feedback history, how long the account has been active, how many items they are actively selling on their site. And I'm saying all of this because I know that lots of people who didn't get a pre-order are going to be tempted to go this route, even if it means paying the marked up price. You might ask yourself, who would pay almost $1,000 for someone else's pre-order? Actually, a lot of people, otherwise there wouldn't be a market for it. And I'm not saying that I agree with it, but what I am saying is that if you are going to do it, just know that there is definitely risk involved with that kind of transaction. So again, be mindful, do your own research, and always think twice. Next up, let's talk about some valid reasons why you might want to just wait on purchasing a PlayStation 5. Because as you guys know, whenever there's a new console, there's always a chance for new problems to come with the system. It could be overheating, firmware issues, trouble with connecting online. Really, the sky is the limit. And the thing is, we've seen all of these things happen with previous generation consoles. And I think sometimes people just forget because we only see a new system come along every 5 to 7 years or so. But more importantly, with everything that's been going on in the world currently, in my opinion, it just seems too likely for 2020 to be the year that another red ring of death type issue happens. And obviously, I hope that this is not the case, but you just never know. Also, from what I've been reading, PlayStation has allegedly, supposedly, been slowing down the PlayStation Network servers in order to keep up with the influx of data traffic from everyone who's been staying home and playing video games. So I'd be very curious to know what all of this is going to look like when everyone suddenly wants to get online and start playing on their new PlayStation 5. Either way, I think that we can all agree that it's definitely going to be a very interesting launch for the new PlayStation 5. And I'm actually really excited to see how all of this is going to play out. But if you've made it this far in the video, I want you to comment below and tell me what you're most excited for with the PlayStation 5. And if you were even able to secure a pre-order, let me know in the comment section below. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video and found it useful or at least interesting. And if you did, make sure to leave a like rating on the video, comment below to let me know what you think. And as always, don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell for post notifications. I'll see you guys in the next video. Boys.